haven't already, please take a second to like, subscribe, and hit the bell notification. Also, feel free to share the video.
ICMTU, short for I Can't Make This Up, is a live comedy show hosted by AJ Dunk, spelled all caps. ICMTU brings people together from different backgrounds by sharing true stories that have happened in their lives. Today's shout out goes to those that are tuned in. Thank you for taking the time out of your important day to give ICMTU some love. It's very important that you get the respect that you deserve for doing that. Okay? You can't get moments back, and you're taking your time to give to this moment. So much love to you. Respect, respect, respect. All right. Hope you enjoy the show. Please welcome your host of this evening, AJ Dunk, spelled all caps. Hey, what's good? What's up? Hello, what's good, everybody? Hola, hola, Ovito. No, that's not me. Oh, hey, what's good? We in here. 2020. First show of 2020. I know that some of you have missed me, but guess what? You got to take a break for people to miss you. If I'm here all the time, you can't miss me. You feel me? So, everybody, hope you're feeling well. I'm talking to you that's on YouTube. I'm talking to you on Twitter. I'm talking to you on Twitch. I'm talking to you on ajdunk.com. I'm talking to all of you. Make sure you comment. Let me know in the comments how you feeling today. What's going on? It's Thursday, baby. We almost there to Friday. Oh! So let me know in the comments how you feeling. What's going on? Now you know that I'm not the type to just clock into work and then just start working. Gotta get situated. So I'm gonna give all of you time to get your sips, get your smokes, and take your shits, okay? So if you want to, now's the time to go get your drink, get your smoke, and you can either take a shit or shit on somebody. Now, here's the time to do it, okay? Now, without further ado, let's get to it. That bass always gets me. Woo! Let me know where you checking in from. Hey, where you checking in from? Let me know. Talk to me now. Yeah, green today. Ooh, it's time to go. still pouring their drinks, come on back. Those of you that still got some drags left, or you got to pull it and pull it on inside. If you're outside, you have to go outside. You got to come back in, whatever it is. I'm just letting you know it's time to get that last inhale in. And those of you that are shitting on people, it's been enough. Trust me, okay? You only get so much. Only so much shit. Give them a break now. They bag back. And those of you that are sitting down taking shits, take your time. Please do not rush that. You're not gonna miss anything. Take your time. All right. Now, there's only one other thing to do before we get into it. Now, I've got to have the intro by the one, the only band, my band, Salt Pepper Ketchup, spelled all one word, featuring my guy Jesus from the Bodega on the vocals.
You know I can't make this up. Neither can I guess. That's why we have fun here. You know we can't make this up. Neither can I guess. That's why we have fun here. Yeah. I can't make this up, baby. Ya tú sabes, coño. Ahí, lo fuimos.
And welcome to another episode of I Can't Make This Up. I'm your host, AJ Dunk, spelled all caps. You can find me at www.ajdunk.com. From there, you got my Facebook, my Instagram, my Twitter. It's all located at ajdunk.com. So make sure that when you're done here, you make your way over to ajdunk.com and you get to experience everything that there is to offer there. We've got past episodes of ICMTU. I've got sketches. I've got stand-up. I've got soup of the day. I have entertainment for you to last through a whole nother quarantine. So make sure that you head over to ajdunk.com and enjoy everything that's there. And you can share it. You can hit that share button. Okay. So you can tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend that you know this friend. All right. Yeah. I'll vouch for you. I know you. Yeah, we good. All right. So you can make sure to do that once we're done here. And while you're here, hit that subscribe button, please. Hit it. I'd appreciate it. Because then you don't have to say, hey, AJ, when's your next show? Hey, AJ, when's your next show? You're going to get an alert. It's that easy. So just make sure you hit that subscribe button. I would greatly appreciate it. Let me go down a little bit. That's so my head ain't all up in my name. It's ICMTU, baby. That's how we do it here. Okay. Now, I need everybody start making some noise. Okay. That's me hitting my legs. That's me hitting my legs. All right. That's me hitting my legs. All right. I need everybody start making some noise. Put your hands together. Clap your hands. Stomp your feet. If you at a basketball game, stomp on the bleachers. I don't care if the team is getting blown out and it look like you're rooting for the other team. Stomp on them bleachers, okay? Make some noise. Everybody, put your hands together and welcome my guest this evening. Marlon.
What's going on, AJ? How's it going, brother? How's everything?
It's good, brother. It's good. How are you?
I'm good, man. I realized you took a trip to the past, and you were like, "This is my first show for 2020." I was like, "Really?"
Ooh.
You said that a couple of times. I was just like, "Oh, this is what we're doing. We're taking Back to the Future trips." I was like, "Whatever you smoking, I want some of that."
You didn't let me finish. 20, 20, 20, 20, 22. It's Oh, see, I was waiting until you got here.
That's what I'm talking about. I
20.
see what you did. I see what you did. I see what you did. I see what you did.
So how are you doing today, sir?
Man, I mean, of course, listen, you're in New York, I'm in New York. We both know this weather sucks right now. It went from being, no? Well, hold on, you're not in New York?
We'll get to that.
Oh, got it. Okay. No, but listen, I'm in Brooklyn, New York right now, man. And the weather started off with a rainy morning and then it dropped. So right now we're talking 21 degrees outside with winds that are making it feel like it's more like 14 degrees. So other than that, I'm good. I'm in good health. I'm in good spirits. You know, I appreciate the fact that you have me on, and it's a good day. I can't complain. A lot of people got it worse than I do. So, like the old folks say, count your blessings. That's it. That's it,
Yeah.
Papa. Yes,
Mm-hmm.
sir.
Make sure you can count high, because if you only can count to 5, you don't have many blessings.
That's yeah. That's yeah.
Glad to hear that you're doing well. And yeah, like a saying that I've heard many times, it could always be worse.
Listen, and that's a fact, homie, because the amount of homeless people I see on the trains here in New York right now, I'm like, man, like it could
Make your
definitely
way to Cali.
always. Listen, that's my plan. That is, I lived in Cali before, to be honest, man. I lived in Cali back in 2009. I was over in West Hollywood. West Hollywood is a little fugazi for me, a little kind of, but Venice Beach, Malibu. I mean, I can't afford Malibu, so let's go back to like Venice Beach and
Yeah, there
Santa
we go.
Monica. San Diego is pretty chill, so yeah, I love Cali. I'm thinking of moving back, to be honest.
Okay, just don't go to one of the hoes, because we host no hoes, Soho, all them hoes. I was like, "Ugh, I don't see no hoes. But telling me I'm in the hoes is, but there ain't no hoes." That's what threw
Right.
me off. All right.
It's true though. It's true. Everything got a hole in it. Damn.
Mm-hmm. Right. Land of the hoes. Now, I usually ask my guests where they're repping, because I have guests that check in from everywhere. I've had guests that are across the water. I have guests that are across the street. I have all guests, but besides guests that are in the grave. So this time, I'm gonna tell you where I'm checking in. So our guest today, Marlon, is checking in from Brooklyn. He thought that I was repping New York City, but I'm repping Jersey City, baby, all day.
Yeah. All day, every day. I got you. I got you. It's all good. It's all good. I got love for Jersey City. I got love for Newark. A lot of people try to shit on Newark, but Newark is actually chill to me. Stay away from the crackheads and the hustlers, but Newark is chill.
You gotta
I'm
find
with
your
it.
sweet spot in every spot.
For real. You got you got to find it. You got to find it.
You gotta bend down and take your arm and stretch as far as you can with a piece of chalk and draw a circle, just like that. And if you go outside that circle, then that right.
For real, man. I mean, you asked me how my day has been going. How was your day?
It's gonna get a lot better in a second. you want me to tell you why?
Let's hear this. Come on, give it to me, AJ.
All right. Now, this is why my day is going to get a lot better. Now, I'm talking to you that's on YouTube. I'm talking to you on Twitch, you on ajdunk.com, you on Facebook, and you that is looking over a friend's shoulder. I, the host of I Can't Make This Up, AJ Dunk, spelled all caps, invites guests on to share true stories that have happened in their life. Now, our special guest today, Marlon, is going to share a true story that has happened in his life. Now,
yes, indeed.
while he is telling this story, I want you to comment. I don't care if you a one-finger typer. I don't care if you are a great typist. Comment. I will be reading the comments. I will be listening to the story. And I also will be making my own notes. And why is that? Because once he's done telling the story, I am going to have questions and I'm going to be asking questions. Huh? Oh, yeah. Oh, you can ask questions too. So while you're commenting, put a question mark after your comment if it's a question. You know what I mean? Help me out. I'm doing a lot of things at one time. So if you want to get a question asked about the story, put it in the comments and put a question mark. Shoot, you could put 4 question marks if you want to. So if you want to know, hey, Marlon, do you just have curtains in your house, or do you got something else? Is there something behind the curtains that has to do with the story? It might be potentially asked. So again, everybody, we have a true story coming. So comment. While you comment, I'm going to be reading the comments, listening to the story, and making my own comments. Now, Marlon, this is what I'm about to ask you is real serious. Okay. You ready? Like you ready?
Listen, I got this. Talk to me.
If a mailman brings you a gift on Sunday, is he still a mailman?
Ooh.
That wasn't the question that I was going to ask you. That was now. Now, the real question that I have for you is, do you he promise that this story is true?
This is 100%, 129,000% true.
All right.
Yes, indeed.
Okay. If you would, please share this story that you cannot make up.
All right, so man, all right, so this is me going to work one morning. You know, I live in Crown Heights, Brooklyn. I'm transferring from the 4 train at Atlantic Avenue, where you got the LIRR, DQ, NR, all of these trains. I get to the connecting train, which is the D. You know, I get down New York City train station. Sometimes, you know, you get little whiffs of whatever mystery smells that may not necessarily be appealing. You know what I mean? So I got a whiff of something as I'm going down the stairs, you know, to connect to my train to go into Manhattan. And I start feeling a little nauseous, so I spit onto the tracks. Not noticing there were 2 cops, you know, one Asian, one Hispanic, and I'm saying that for a reason. They're sitting there. The Asian dude is like, "You okay?" I'm like, that in my head, I'm like, that's weird. A cop asking me. I said, "Yeah." He said, "You sure?" I said, "Yeah, I'm sure." Like, huh? He's like, "Do you know it's illegal to spit onto the tracks?" I said, I was like, "Since when?" He's like, "It's been a while now. Like, it's illegal to spit onto the tracks, blah, blah, blah. I'm going to need to see your ID." I was like, "Really?" He's like, "Yeah." He's like, "How old are you?" I said, "I'm 34. He's like, "You have any warrants out for your arrest?" I was like, "No." He's like, with a smirk on his face now. He's looking at his partner who's Hispanic. He's like, you 34 years old and you don't have warrants out for your arrest?"
Oh shit.
I at that moment I'm looking at this dude like, "Yo, what are you trying?" I was like, "Listen, you're gonna make me late for work. Can you please just like do what you have to do so I can get on my train, please?" He's like, "Well, if I run your name, you know, in the system and there are any warrants out for your arrest, I'm gonna cuff you and take you." I said, "Well, go ahead." You know what I mean? Go ahead, go right ahead, do your thing. He starts writing his little notes. I'm like, well, at this point, I am heated. I'm heated at this point. When he made his comment about, so you're 34 years old and don't have, the smirk he gave to his partner, I guess maybe to get a smirk back, the Hispanic dude kind of put his head down, was like, you know, damn, that was uncalled for.
Right.
You know what I mean? And I'm looking at this dude like, my man, you're a minority in this country just like me. Like, what the hell? Like, what are you trying to imply? Anyway, he has his partner run my name and check things out or whatever it is. And he's writing his little ticket for me and all that stuff. And I'm just like, yo, at this point, yo, AJ, my heart is racing so fast because I am so pissed off that this dude is like trying to be a smartass.
Right.
Like you're 34 years old. Or no, what do you mean? Like, I was just like, yo, hurry up, man. Like, so he's doing his thing. He's writing down, well, I'm going to have to give you the $60 ticket for spitting onto the track. I said, I was like, $60? He's like, yeah, and you have till such and such and such to pay. Rip. He hands it to me, and he's like, have a good day. I was like, can I have my ID back? Oh, right. He gives my ID. I'm standing there probably 2-3 minutes later, which felt like an eternity because now I'm so pissed, and this dude is right behind me and his partner. The detail pulls in, I get on. Yo, I went to work so pissed that day. Because this mother effer, this clown really tried to play me. Like, you are 34 years old. You know what warrants for your, like, really, like, sarcastic. Like, what do you mean? Like, you're a black dude. You're 34, no warrants? Like, yeah, right. That's pretty much what my man was implying. And I have to tell everybody that story that day. Like, I told my mother. I told some of my close friends. Like, I was really just like, this shit really happened to me. You know what I mean? And you know how they say sometimes it's based on how you're dressed and all that? I was wearing a wool double-breasted, like, winter coat.
You were wearing black skin.
Exactly. And dude, that day when I found out that it was like the spitting thing, because he was like, you could have spat in the trash can. That's another thing. And I was like, yo, dude, I was like, homeless people dig in there sometimes to see. I'm like, I'm not spitting in the trash can. I think that's gross. He's like, well, you should have thought about that. Like, to this very day, I'm definitely, that's still like one of the stories that I have to tell because I could not believe this jackass tried to get smart with me. And yo. Anyway, I'm telling the story now and I'm getting heated again.
Good.
Like, it's crazy.
Because now's the time when you can. You know what? You could treat me like the cop. I'm here for it. I'll take it. I'm all right. You can yell at me. You like, motherfucker. You could act like you grab me. I'll act like you grab me. You could throw me on the tracks. I hit the third rail. It's fine. I'm with it.
Yo, man. Listen. And here's the kicker though, man. When I go to apparently downtown Brooklyn, you go into this building, you go to like the 7th floor, whatever it is, and it's a bunch of people sitting in a room, and you're just waiting your turn to go fight this ticket. You know what I mean? So okay, because I'm like, yeah, I'm fighting this. Like, this is bullshit. I'm not paying for this. I go in, sit in front of the magistrate, blah, blah, blah. She's like, do you need the police officer to be present? Well, I said, no, I don't need him to be present. I said, I actually don't even want to see this guy. She's like, okay, well, so the hell, blah, blah, blah. So she's like, yeah, so it has here that officer, whatever the hell his name was, said that you spat on the platform. He didn't say I spat off the tracks. He said I spat on the platform on the ticket. I was like, are you serious? I was like, Your Honor, listen, I did not spit on the platform. I spat off the platform onto the tracks. Well, the officer wrote here that you spat on the platform. I was like, this motherfucker.
You should have
said, ass cop.
You should have said, ma'am, I'm a 34-year-old man with no warrants. What do I look like?
Exactly.
You want to run my ID? I'm like, you want to run it now?
Well, I was just like, and that made me heated all over again because this mofo, and that's the thing, these guys are supposed to be upholding the law, and this mother effer wrote on the ticket that I spat on the platform. I was just like, wow. And I try to explain everything, to, the judge and and everything else. And she was like, well, unfortunately, um, you cannot, it is illegal to spit in like a New York City subway station, blah, blah, blah. So you're going to have to pay the $60. I just wanted to be like, motherfucker.
What I hope to get out of this is that they put signs now in the subway station saying no spitting. If you do, $60. Can't spit. It'll be like just a sign. It'll be like no. It'll be like a no sign everywhere. And no, can't spit here. And can't spit here. Can't spit here. Can't spit here. It'll be just a bunch of no's everywhere. Like can't spit here. And then we'll put it like thanks to Marlon. So I did write something. I wrote some things down because I have some questions about this.
Talk to me, man. Talk to me. Talk to me.
Now, those that are watching, let me know. But on my end, it'll sound like you're talking like this, and then all of a sudden it'll be like this. So what made this even funnier to me is that you sound like a train conductor. You're like everybody got to on a train, please. And then he was like, "You can't spit on the platform." I was like, "Yo, this makes it so much better."
Man. This audio, bad. I guess I gotta hold this thing like this.
It sounded like you were on the train and you pulled up to a stop and you saw it and you started telling people to the next stop. Yeah, did y'all see that black man was out there getting harassed by them cops? And then he was like, "Oh wait, here's my ID." Now, does this make you, after this, does this make you want to kind of keep a fake ID for situations like this so you could just hand them an ID that's like, hey, you look it up, a really white name and he lives in like a white area and it's just like he's the fourth, so you know that like his white is passed down and passed down.
Daniel McIntosh III. Yeah, something like that. Yeah. Daniel McIntosh.
Thank you, Daniel. You know what? He'd probably jump down on the tracks and wipe this for you. Sorry about that, Daniel.
Oh man, I'm telling you, it's just like, and the funny thing is, like, I consider myself a pretty, upstanding citizen. You know what I mean? Do the right thing. Help an old lady carry her bag up the stairs. You know what I mean? Pick up a piece of trash when I see it. And here I am getting a ticket for spitting because New York City subways stink. Like, let's be real. If anybody has ever been to New York City and you've been in a subway, you know at any given time you can take a whiff of either piss, shit, trash, or a combination of all three.
It could be something that we don't even know existed. It could be like duck butter,
exactly,
at 450, served on feet. It could be the most disgusting shit that you couldn't even think of. Just now, did this happen pre-mask days? Was this
before pre-mask days, man? Like this was like I would have to say this was probably like 2011, 2012, like around that time. Like, so no mask, no nothing. And before everybody was just free, like, woo, breathe the air. So there was nothing. Just take a whiff. People coughing without covering their mouth. you know, sneezing. Yeah. So this was pre-COVID. This was pre,
So
we
he
have a
smelled it.
disease
So
that
he had to
sort of
smell it
came.
too. He smelled it too then.
It's like, come on, dude. You're standing. Of course he did. Like, come on. Like, let's keep it real. You know what I mean? Like, which New York City subway system do you know smells like poopery when you walk in? It's like, oh, they're using the lavender scented poopery. Wow, I love this one.
The misty.
Like, damn. Man, come on, dude. Like, oh, trash cans are like overflowing. You know what I mean? Homeless people, unwashed people, people that probably just farted, and you really are out here thinking
For
that I'm
sure.
gonna be like that. She for reals, for reals. La di da for reals. Stink. Especially if you go to 34th Street, the DQN line, that train station. Yo, man. If you don't have a strong stomach, that 34th Street train station will have you vomiting all over everybody because it
And
stank.
for those that cannot afford the fare to ride the subway, walk down by Penn Station. Walk down there. Now,
Oh,
walk with
oh,
somebody else because I don't want you to start living there. I don't want you to be tempted by anything and somebody grab you, something, reach up from under something and pull you over and be like, "Hey, my friend, you got $1? Hey, smell this." And then you next thing you know, you there forever talking about some chicken wings and shoelaces. So walk down there with somebody if you can't afford that fare.
it it's real because Penn Station is like the apocalypse, like a zombie apocalypse. You go
Before
in there to catch
since forever.
for real. I mean, and they said they cleaned it up. Yeah, right.
Maybe they did.
Nah,
They probably constantly are.
nah. Listen, Penn Station is like Skid Row in LA, like for real.
Now, I want to ask you this. The whole time the Asian cop was dealing with you, besides that, hold on, let's see what they had to say. What other New York City facts can you share? Yeah, I'll hold my question.
What other New York City facts? Oh Lord, please tell me where to start. Like New York City facts. Listen, don't look like you don't live here. That's a fact, because New Yorkers will target you because you live in this is a city of hustlers. Do not look like you don't live. Where am I? Like, don't have that lost in Wonderland look on your face. Somebody will take advantage of you. Do
Yes.
not walk slow in front of New Yorkers. That is a no-no. Do not stop abruptly in front of a New Yorker.
Mm.
Do not stand on the staircase of a subway station in New York City. New Yorkers are not with that. They are not with that.
All factual.
Do not ask a random stranger stupid questions because you probably get cussed out. That's a fact. New Yorkers do New Yorkers do not care for that. You know what I mean? What else about New York? Don't be slow, period, man. New Yorkers do not like slow people. If
Keep
you're on the
moving.
train and you're getting off and you're taking your sweet time, you might get shoved the fuck off the train. It's just like, yo, what are you doing? You're not standing in front of the door when the train station opens for people getting off. You're gonna get punched in the face, shoved aside, because New Yorkers ain't having it.
Yo,
Don't do it. I've had to shoulder bump some dudes who have tried doing that. Like, my man, like, how many times do they say, please stand aside to let them off? And here's some dude deciding he's going to stand right in front of the door. You're getting pushed.
yo, I love
Don't do it.
when
I've done it, and that's a New York City fact.
when those doors Uh-oh. New York City didn't like what he was saying. Oh no. New York done did him like that. Look, he's spinning. Oh. Okay, so yes. So in the meantime, look. New York said, my man, you not about to come on here and just disrespect. He probably didn't play that fine. He got warrants. he got warrants. This is what happens, people, when you spit on the platform. Let's see if they'll let him back. Oh my gosh. Yes, that is so factual. I'm sorry. I don't like to use that word. I fucking hate when people are standing at the door when the stop comes. They're just standing there. That's when you can use your big grizzly voice. You can be like, can we get off the train? You can't get on the train if people are trying to get off the train. It's not gonna work like that. So just move aside. Just wait a second. I know you could be eager, because when I used to get on a train first, I used to be like, oh, I need to run and get a seat, like it's a concert, and it's like, oh, hey, let's run to the front. It's not, no. It's not the same. It's not the same situation. You got to just relax, move to the side. Then when it's open, get in there. Oh, let's see if we can get my man back. He said he's trying to log back in. Okay. All right. I'll see if he comes back. He said, damn, we just got cut off. No, my friend, you got cut off. You should have moved aside. Oh man. Oh, so the fact that he spat on the train tracks, there's been many times I've seen many people, like, they pour stuff, they spit stuff. It seems like this cop was just like either had to reach his quota, prove something to his partner, or he was just having a bad day and wanted to just be like, you know what? Let me make somebody's day worse. Like I said at the beginning of the show, it can always be worse. Now, let's see if he can get back up in here. While he's coming in, I'm going to fix my tie real quick. You know what I mean? Look extra fresh for my guy. Brooklyn. Now you see me? Now you don't. Spinning. Oh, there he did. He did. All right, let's see. Try to get my man back up in here. They done cut his whole connection and everything. My goodness, my man, he was talking. See, New Yorkers, they on that New York shit. He was here 1 minute, bam, gone. Maybe, I don't, some curtains. Something jumped out from behind that curtain. It was like, all right, I'll give Marlon another moment to join us, and then we will move on with our program. All right, he's typing to me. Let's see what he's saying. Let me see. Let's see. Oh man. Oh gosh. I had some more questions for him too. Man. He said that so you know that he said the guy had to smell it. he's trying to get back in. But when he's coming, he's saying no. It's just fair. How about you share what you miss about New York City since we've been home more often than expected? Whew. What I do miss about New York City is the spontaneous things that you can see. Man, listen, you think that I can't make this up as something? It said that, wait, hold on. He said that, it says, the browser has blocked your mic and camera. To join the broadcast. Oh, you know what? Oh, you can't go live on that. You know what? Let's try this. I got you. Hold on. I know what I'm going to do. Yes, I miss New York City could be the home. Like, listen, every couple steps, I can't make this up. Something's going to happen. It's just like, yo, what? Yo, I cannot make this up. Nope, I can't make this up. You see the most ridiculous things, good and bad. You can always learn. As long as you're paying attention, you can learn. You can learn something. Oh, I heard him pop back in. Now, that's what I miss most about New York City. And also like just the transportation, the energy. I feel like that radiation, you could really feel it. When you in there, you can feel it. It's like I get energy all of a sudden. It's just like all those lights and everything is just to get on the train, go. You shouldn't make excuses for anything. Now, I'm gonna try to join live here. Okay, let's see. They will need to connect their mic cam before you can add them. Oh man, yeah, New York. You can make an excuse, but nobody really cares. Okay, it's just like, all right, what's your answer then? We don't care about that. Tell me how you're gonna solve this. My goodness, we're just getting no's all over the place. I'm able to type to him. It's just the fact that I can't add him. The warrants. The warrants. He's saying, damn, man. I'm trying to get him back. It's not working, though. I have him right here. He's here. It's just that there's a sign. Nope. Don't. What I will do is I will ask him this question. I can see you, but the camera is not coming on. Okay, so can you hear me? I'm going to ask him. Okay, so I have this question for you then, sir. You can type your answer. I have just a couple questions that I have to know before we get out of here, okay? Before we're going to say goodbye to you in a little bit anyway. So you know what? We'll work around the system, black man. I'm here for you. Like I said, you could treat me like that cop. That's what it is. It understood that I'm the cop, you're the civilian, okay? And what you got to say needs to be translated through me. because we need to hear the truth. And we don't know that what you're saying is truthful. So I have this question for you, sir. Did the train go off the tracks once you spit on the tracks? Like, because they're saying that, oh, you're not allowed to do that. What's it gonna cause? Did the train like flip over and then like it scaled, hit the walls, and all these sparks flew and it got in somebody's eye and now they're blind? Was there did it cause something like that? Let's see, what is it? Nothing happened to the damn train. For that stop, okay. All right, so for that stop, nothing happens to the train. We'll write on the ticket, train brakes were affected. Now, I have another question for you. The Latinx, Hispanic, my peoples, woo! Did he speak up and say anything besides shaking his head once the Asian officer was saying, hey, I know you probably got warrants? Did he speak up and say anything? He ain't say shit. He said, and I quote, he ain't say shit. Damn, brother, the boys in blue. That's that blue. Oh, and I'm even dressed. Look at that. See? Not even playing. And I'm dressed like the boys in blue. All right. So the officer spoke up and he said, sir, I saw you before you spit. Oh, what else did I have? I think that's all my questions. Yo, my last question that I do have for you. Well, last question of the story. Once you told people what had happened, because you said you went and you started telling everybody what happened, how you spit on the tracks and you got a ticket written for $60. Once you started telling people, what was the best response that you got from somebody you told? Because I know somebody says something that had you go, yeah, damn. I know there was something. I know it. Somebody gotta say something. This is the most New York answer that he has given me. All right. So listen, I'm gonna pop it up. Look. A New York fact and the answer at the same time. And I quote, the best response was, they got you, B. They got you, B. That's what it is. Damn shame. Yes, it is a damn shame, Marlon. It is a damn shame. And the fact that you came to tell your story, this is like your story all over again. You were getting heated, and then you went to plead your case, and then you weren't able to do it anymore physically. You weren't able to be here and plead your case, and now you gotta pay that fine. Now, there is one last thing that I would like to ask you. And I asked all my guests this. Yeah, he said they got my $60. Yes, they did. And your time. And by court fees. $95. I would like to ask you this. From the time that you came on this episode, it's usually to the time that you leave the episode, but we have to extend that to the time now where I'm explaining your answers on the episode. So from the time you came on to the time that past your little circle incident was rotating to now, how would you like the people to remember you? So I'm going to give him this time. And if anybody has any other questions, like I said, he's here. He's just not here. He's in the, he must have found out that he said he ain't got no warrants. And then he realized, shit, you know what? Let me get off camera real quick. So if anybody has any other last minute questions, comments, concerns, if they would like to contribute to him spitting again, just so he can get it out there and, you know, then he can walk up and pay that fine, ask those now while he types his answer. Okay, so to quote Marlon, he would like everybody to remember him as a black man who got violated by the boys in blue. Make sure you remember that, okay? He was violated by the boys in blue. Now, before I stop reading your answers, oh, wait a minute now. Ooh, here's a question for you, Marlon. I don't know if you can see it, but I will read it to you. Does Mother Nature get charged for peeing? Let's see. He put his response was that pretty much. He said, that's funny. Oh, goodness. All right. So before we say goodbye to you, Marlon, and you take care and you go out and you remember that the law is the law, are there any last words that you would like to leave with the people? All right. I'm gonna give him this time to write his response. And while we are all watching, please take the time to hit that button. Please subscribe. I would greatly appreciate it. Most of my guests do not have warrants, and they are able to stay and answer the questions that we have before leaving on just a no notice. So please, I'm talking to you on YouTube, you on Twitch, you on Facebook, you on ajdunk.com. I'm talking to you that's looking over your friend's shoulder. Please press the subscribe button. If they walked out the room and they left you here watching, hit the subscribe button. They won't be upset that you did it. They will say thank you and probably give you a gift the next time they see you. Ding, ding. We're, like I said, and I will translate what Marlon has said. My last words are, I enjoyed being on your show, my brother. More power to you. And more Wi-Fi to you, my friend. More access to staying on here and less warrants in the future. Okay? Hope you stay safe. I appreciate you. Thank you. Thank you. Black at you, brother. Black at you. Now, in all seriousness, I would like to say thank you. Thank you to my guest, Marlon, for taking the time out of his day to be on an episode of I Can't Make This Up. I greatly appreciate it. When people give their time, I have to appreciate it. There's nothing more that you can give. When you give time, you can't put a price tag on that. So thank you. Thank you for coming on and sharing that story and letting people know that this is what people of this complexion, not this, more this, have to deal with. And less, my skin's lighter, but okay, how about this? More this, okay? This is what this got to deal with, okay? That's what we did, what we have to do, all right? So thank you for coming on, taking your time and sharing that. Now, before we get into what we have learned today, you know what we got to do. Happens every show, so I got to know. Now, if you believe this story is true, let me get in all caps in the comments. In the comments, let me get in all caps if you think this story is true. If you think this story is false, let me get a nah ho. Let me get a nah ho in the comments. If you think this story is true, let me get in all caps. But if you do not, let me get a nah ho. Now, while those are coming in, I will get to what we have learned today. So, today we have learned that it is illegal to be a black man. Today we have learned that it is illegal to spit on the platform. It is illegal to spit on the platform. So, with that being said, don't spit in the subway, even if you smell the most raunch, stank, ibadaba smell ever. Because like Marlon said, it was off the platform. I know it was off the platform, my brother. He's still pleading his case. It was off the platform. But the cops can write other things on the ticket. So avoid spitting at all. Even though the cop said, okay, you can spit in the trash can, just chalk that one up. All right. Get put in your hand or something, rub it on the wall. You wouldn't be the first to do it. All right. Down your sleeve. All right. In your collar, whatever it may be. All right. In your friend's hoodie, just not out there because they got him, B. All right. That's what we learned today is, well, they got you, B. $60. Do not spit on anywhere when you're down there. We got an all caps, all caps. So I would like to mark this story since I am also a black man and I've experienced things of this nature. I'm going to say this story is boom, all caps verified. Now, once again, I would like to thank everybody for taking their time to check into another episode of I Can't Make This Up. Thank you for taking your time out of your day, whether you're on your phone, whether you're watching on your TV, whether you are watching through a neighbor's window. Be a creep. If you're a creep for me watching ICMTU, then you're okay. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I would like to thank everybody that took the time to watch the show, even those that are speaking in encryption. Thank you for taking the time. Once again, my name is AJ Dunk, spelled all caps. You can find me at www.ajdunk.com. From there, you've got my Facebook, my Instagram, my Twitter. It's all located at ajdunk.com. Also, my YouTube page is there. So if you go on to ajdunk.com, you can see my YouTube page, and there's a lot of other things that you can watch on there. We've got older episodes of ICMTU. We've got Soup of the Day. We've got stand-up. We've got sketch. We've got a whole lot of things. So please go over to ajdunk.com and subscribe. Once again, my name is AJ Dunk, spelled all caps. Don't forget, laughter is always in style, and let them know, Ma.
Making my guess, that's why I have them on. Yeah. Be making my guess, that's why I have them.